Ms. Plutz, thank you for sharing your story. I can only imagine how difficult it is to share your family's heartbreaking um, uh, story and journey in such a public way, triggering the trauma of losing your son. Your strength and your resilience is something that no mother should ever have to carry. But you being here today is a testament to the families who have been harmed by this crisis, awaiting answers and demanding the accountability. Um, you mentioned to us that your son's 35th birthday is tomorrow, and I'd like to honor his memory. So, briefly, if you can you tell us what Jeff was like before his battle with opioids, and then how the substance use changed him, just briefly?
Thank you so much. Yes, and I couldn't think of a better way to honor his birthday than being here today. Jeff was a really amazing kid. He was known in high school as standing up for the underdog. And so he always had a flock of people around him and was very protective and caring of other people. He was outgoing, charismatic, just bigger than life, like he would fill an entire space. Even if there were other people around, he just took up the space with his charismatic ways. And addiction changed him in so many ways, and as I mentioned, he was in and out of jail. One of the things that I would like to mention is Jeff's shortest stay in jail was longer than his longest stay in treatment. Despite having excellent insurance and despite our family advocating for him to get treatment and him wanting treatment, he could not get it. You are exactly right. We are continuing to criminalize addiction in this country. The drug war is alive and well. And I would love I would love to address the racism and some of the issues that you brought up as well. But I just wanted to thank you first for the opportunity to talk about Jeff.
Absolutely. I have more for you.
Okay.
Because as a nurse, a community health nurse, where most of my patients were uninsured or underinsured, many of them transient or unhoused. I've seen firsthand how addiction harms our communities, and not that those are the only people that are hit, but the targeting that happened in those communities is unbelievable. And like so many others, Jeff was prescribed OxyContin after an injury. He was told to take the drug every 4 hours. I've seen it. I've been the one giving it because the doctor ordered it every 4 hours, regardless of the pain. Don't let the pain get out of control. Take the medication. And he followed his doctor's instructions. Do you believe that Purdue and the Sacklers are responsible for your son's death?
I do, because that's where it all started. Over the course of the past 6.5 years after losing Jeff, I have questioned, what might have saved him, what I could have done differently, what we all could have done differently. And, the only thing that I know to come back to is if he hadn't gotten addicted in the first place, I know he would be here today. Every other solution is a maybe. Maybe he would have survived. Maybe treatment would have helped. Maybe if he hadn't been incarcerated, he would have survived. But the fact that he was prescribed that medication, the doctors did not educate us on the risks of that prescription, is what started it all.
And I'm very sorry for your loss. Thank you for sharing that, because for far too long, too many all over our country, far too many in my local district and beyond have gone without adequate insurance, without access to treatment and services, without trust that our system will not further criminalize them and lock them up. Far too often, those people are Black and brown, and it's imperative that we hold the Sacklers accountable, but it's also imperative that we build systems that support Black and brown people, systems that prioritize the needs of communities over the greed of corporations and just letting them get off like so many people that I've heard today. It's absolutely sad. We need systems that save lives. That is what our communities deserve. Thank you, and I yield back.
The gentleman